that I speak in respect of one, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. I know both how to be abased and how to be abound. Everywhere and in all things, I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Lord bless the readers, hearers, and doers of his word. This morning we want to talk from the subject, how to handle the whatevers of life. You may be seated. How to handle the whatevers of life. Martin Luther King Jr. made the statement that the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. If you ever really want to know what a person is made of, watch them in times of controversy. We are basically like tea bags. If you really want to see what we're all about, let the water get hot enough, and then we will show our true colors of who we really are. And so the measure of man is not what he is when things are going well, but the true measure of man is how he handles and how he responds to when trying times come up in their lives. For life is full of trying times, life is full of difficulties. You know, it's just the way of life. You just can't live a whole life with expecting no difficulties to come. They're just going to come. It's just a part of life. But when you get to know God in a very real way, God has a way of helping you to deal with those trying times that will come in your life. And so Martin Luther King Jr. was quite correct when he says the ultimate measure of a man is how he responds in controversy and challenging times. But then the great philosopher Socrates stated that he is the richest who is content with least. When you're content with having a little, it's easy to be content with a lot. But when you can be content with little, that means much more. For the simple reason is that in life, God blesses us. And if God blesses us, we come to the reality that he's all we really need. All right. When I can be content with little, when I may not have the car I want to have, I may not have the house I want to have, I may not have the job I want to have, but the old folks say, just give me Jesus. That's all I really need. Because if I have Jesus, I've got what I need. Because you know what? Sometimes you can have a big house and it not be happy. Sometimes you can have a nice car, don't have nowhere to go. Or nobody to go in it with you. But if you've got Jesus, you've got joy. If you've got Jesus, you've got peace. If you got Jesus, you've got a sound mind. You may have a brand new Mercedes, but don't have the mind to know where to drive it. But if you got Jesus, he keeps you in your right mind. He holds you and he takes you and he watches over you both day and both night. And so he said, to be content with the least. If I don't have what I really want to have, but if I've got Jesus, Reverend, that's all I really need. Because when I've got Jesus, y'all, I can go down on my bedside about midnight. When everybody else is sleeping and slopping, I can get down on my bedside and say, Father, I stretch my hand to thee. No other help I know if I've got Jesus. If I've got Jesus, when they send me the pink slip in my box, if I've got Jesus, I know Jesus just making a way. Because you know what? He just comes in one door because he's got another door open for me. Is there anybody here that can testify to the fact that when the devil tried to kill you, God was just moving you into a new blessed place? You talk to me, somebody in here, because you know what? God has got a way of closing doors so he can open new doors. And that's my testimony, y'all. You know, I'm standing here before you today at Great Commission because some doors were closed in my face, but yet God opened new doors, and he says, walk on through those new doors. I've got new things for you. You got to learn how to be content in whatever you have. What we got to learn, saints of God, is that when difficulties come, brother stay still. You can't quit on God. You can't give up on God. God is still standing there. And the same God that brought you that far is the same God that's going to lead you all the way. Somebody say, he didn't bring me this far to leave me all by myself. He's brought me too far to leave me right now. I've learned to be content. Y'all, we all have to deal with whatever's. But there, whatever's is just going to come up, man. You don't have to look for whatever's. Whatever's going to meet you on Monday morning. Yes, sir. When you go to your job, whatever's going to say, good morning. Yes, sir. Huh? When you go to the bank, you got whatever. When you look at your bills, you got a lot of whatever. Y'all, whatever is just a part of life. And you can't get around the whatever. You don't have to go looking for them. They will come looking for you. Whatever is just a part of life. You say, I don't have no whatever. Yes, you do. We have whatever's in our marriages. We have whatever's in our finances. We have whatever's in our health. You know, I think what the old folks say, you know you're getting old when you can start telling the weather what you need. That's whatever's. They call off-hand riders. We all have whatever's in our life. Now they come in different forms, different fashions, but it's still whatsoever's. And so Paul said, I've learned to be content. I've learned to be static in whatever state that I'm in. That's a bold statement. Yes, sir. To be content in whatever state that I'm in. And God knows we have our share of whatever. And I wish I could tell you, Reverend, if you come to church every Sunday, you're not going to have no whatevers. Wish I could tell you, if you come to Bible study, you're going to be whatever free. If you're tired, you'll never have no financial whatevers. If you come to Sunday school, your whatevers or history, you'll never have no more. But honey, the fact of the matter is this, that you're going to have whatevers, because you know what it says, man born of a woman live a few days, and those days are full of trouble. You're going to have whatevers in your life. It's just a part of life. Yes, we've all got whatevers. Looking at many of you here today, we all dress nice, look good, hair done, toes done, nails done. We look good on the outside. But if the truth be told, y'all, we've got whatever's on the inside. Paul says, when I would do good, he says evil is always present. And whenever evil shows up, you got whatever's. You know, when the enemy shows up, he brings whatever. That's just part of who he is. He's full of whatever, but with God on your side, and with God standing with you, you can get through the whatevers of life. Yes, my brothers and sisters, at some point in time, we all have to deal with the whatevers. So in the text this morning, Paul says, I have learned how to be content. Yeah, don't read it too fast. It says, I have learned. Learn, learn means there's a process. Learning doesn't happen overnight. He says, I have learned, I have gone through the process of understanding how to be content. Those of you who know Paul know that Paul, he took some postgraduate courses in difficulty. He says, over that coursework and those hours, I've got extra hours. I've done work study. I've done all kind of private study. I've got my degree in difficulty. I have learned how to be content. You know, it takes us 12 years to get a diploma. It takes us 5 years to get a college degree. 7 if you're on the happy plan. Any happy folk here with me? Amen. The 4-year college they ain't don't work no more, y'all. Amen. But it takes time to get through the learning process.